Well, good day to you, my Texas farming and ranching neighbors, and welcome to another Ag Market Update from the Down on the Farm Radio Network. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Brought to you today by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. Great specials 24/7, 365 at ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at some of the affiliate stations' ag weather for Down on the Farm. Let's go all the way up to San Angelo, where our affiliates are KMLS and KPEP. It was already 80 degrees at 7:30 this morning up there. It's going to be 98. Nary a cloud in the sky, 72 the low Saturday morning. Let's drop down to Sonora, where 92.1 KHOS, your country station, is our affiliate. Today there, very few clouds, if any. 91 the high, 71 the low, less than a 10% chance of moisture in Sonora. Let's slip on over to Kerrville, where KRNH 92.3 The Ranch is our affiliate. Thunderstorm, 60% chance, 84 the high, 70 the low. Drop over to San Antonio, where 680 AM KKYX is. Sunny with some thunderstorms, 60% chance, 84 the high, 70 the low. Drop down to Jourdanton, where KSAQ resides, and we preside over their ag news. 83 the high, 74 the low, 80% chance, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And finally, down to Corpus. Gosh, we've marched from San Angelo all the way to Corpus and down on the farm country. Thunderstorms, 80% chance of rain, 1/3 of an inch, 84 the high, 75 the low. Neighbor, there's your ag weather for lots of the different affiliate stations across our region and down on the farm country. Neighbor, let's hop right into it right quick. Old Jody Fry is going to help Pop Sing make this lunch, but he's got to tell us how the sale went at Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo first. Jody? Chop, chop. Get that market report done so you can roll out those yeast rolls.
Yes, sir. We was pretty busy, right at 1,700 head. I believe 1,670 was the total. So a good run of cattle before we shut down for the holiday week. Compared with that previous week's sale, we're calling these calves and yearlings mostly $1 to $3 lower. Some of the cattle were trying to hold steady. I would say most of the decline was coming on the heavyweight, real fleshy steer and heifer calves in that 650 to 750 pound range. Slaughter cows and bulls firm to $1 higher. Bred cows and pairs sold lower than they would have in weeks past. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from 115 up to a high of around 165, mostly 120 to 140. 600 to 800 pound steers from $1 to $1.25, mostly 105 to 115. Better quality heifer calves weighing 400 to 600 pounds from $1 to $1.30, mostly 110 to 125. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding, 53 to 65. Still some of the very highest yielding slaughter cows from 66 to a high of 70. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding from 71 to 89. Some of the highest yielding bulls, a few of those from 91 all the way up to a high of 103.
So it sounds like you did good. 1670 is what you say?
1670, you bet. Good offering of cattle, really did, just on a slightly lower market. But sure want to tell the listeners, no sales all next week. I've already had 2 phone calls of people that were going to bring goats on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I said, you're going to have to wait a week. That one's going to really slip up on us, so we got to get the word out. The cattle sale will kind of speak for itself, on July the 2nd. But the sheep and goat sale is going to be hard for some folks to remember.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jody Fry.
You bet. We'll still have the mobile on 325-234-7895, or there'll be someone there at the office, 325-653-3371.
Now, here's news we all can use from the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
There has been a nationwide decline in cotton crop condition numbers. USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey has more.
Just 40% of the U.S. acreage rated in good to excellent condition, 25% very poor to poor. A week ago, those numbers were a bit better at 43% good to excellent and just 17% very poor to poor. That leaves this year's crop lower than what we saw this time a year ago when half the acreage was rated good to excellent. We have a number of issues with the cotton crop. Perhaps most importantly, the sharp decline in Texas, the top production state in the U.S. 40% of the acreage now rated very poor to poor. 2 weeks ago, that number was 17%. Last week, 25%. So a very sharp increase due to drought.
That report from USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey.
In Texas, there's pea-size hail and baseball-size hail. Guess which one hit our house? We didn't even know where to begin, but we called our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent, and he was so reassuring. He knew exactly what to do to get our house back into shape and our lives back to normal. Now, we're even more thankful for the roof over our heads.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to insure your home for Texas-size weather. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Parenting is full of surprises.
You never know what to expect.
So after our son was born, I called my Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent to set up a life insurance policy in case something happened to me.
Sawyer is now 2.
And we'll soon have a sister. There's no one else I would trust with protecting my family.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com for an agent you can trust with life's most important decisions. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
For the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network, I'm Jessica Domel.
We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, you said you caught some moisture this week?
Yeah, we had about a half inch or so around Durden. One place had an inch, but it's a blessing, where the good Lord lays upon us. We sure be happy with it.
That's right. How is the bull business?
Well, they kind of cooled them off a little bit with that shower of rain the other day, and so everything's pretty good. We've been moving a few last week, getting some tested, waiting on results, to get them delivered.
Right. What do you got on hand?
Oh, we got a really outstanding set of Charolais bulls here, 2-year-old past, a few horn Herefords, the same caliber, and some 2 Angus bulls. We got a couple of red Angus, a Maine or 2, and a Simmental scattered in there, and you've got 1 Brangus bull standing there, the rest of them.
Well, good. So you got plenty of bulls to come and see if folks want to go bull shopping during the 4th of July, don't they?
Oh, yeah, you betcha. We'll always celebrate on the 4th of July. We'll sell a bull any day we can, or we'll just shoot the bull with somebody.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Leroy.
Catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends, Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how's the sale for Friday shaping up?
We got some good calves to sell tomorrow. We got some good cattle. We're tagging on about 250 right now, 260. So I imagine we're going to have about 350 tomorrow. Got a good sets of calves up there. A lot of steer calves that are weaned, weighing probably around that 5.5 to 6. Several pins of those weaned steers. And then we got those Bremer heifers. There's 32 Bremer heifers. They're 2 to 3 year olds. There's 11 of them bred, and the rest will sell as exposed, and they're exposed to Hereford or Bremer bulls. They're pretty nice heifers.
Good. So you got a great start to a Friday sale in Beeville. Rodney, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, if y'all have any questions or I can help you market your cattle, call me at 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and we're with Levi Anderson. Levi, the Stay Tough product is a great seller at D&D, and you've got some high fence specials, don't you?
Absolutely, Larry. We have 2096 deer wire that we're running on special for $349 this spring. It's going to be good through the end of June or while supplies last.
Tell everyone how to get a hold of you for this particular product at D&D.
You can reach one of our friendly staff here at the store, 830-379-7340.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, kind sir.
We're on the line with Carl Herman from Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. Carl, how did our Wednesday sale turn out?
You know, it was a good day. Had some rain around the area last 2 or 3 days, and had over 615 head yesterday with 121 consigners, 42 buyers on a steady market. On the cows, we had 75 cows and bulls. Slaughter cows 30 to 71. Slaughter bulls 65 to 102. Stocker cows 500 to 950, and the pairs brought 810 to 1,300. On the steers on the calf side, 2 to 3 weights, 144 to 157. 3 to 4 weights, 143 to 169. 4 to 5 weight steers brought 139 to 164. That's kind of the sweet spot right now. 5 to 6 weights, 128 to 147. 6 to 7 weights, 118 to 128, and the 7 8 weight steers, 111 to 122. That's the highest the heavier kind of cattle have been in a long time. 2 to 3 weight heifers, 129 to 157. 3 to 4 weights, 135 to 165. 4 to 5 weight heifers brought 132 to 160. 5 to 6 weights, 120 to 155. 6 to 7 weights, 110 to 147, and the 7 to 8 weight heifers, 95 to 122. Overall, we had a good day, had a lot of good cattle, lots of buyers, people interested in buying cattle. Just want to tell everybody that we're off for the 4th of July next week, and that's Wednesday the 1st, and hope everybody has a good holiday and a safe holiday.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. Or if you're in the Giddings area, call Max Ebner, 540-8676.
You know, I was looking on Facebook the other day and noticed it was a friend of mine's birthday. He is quite the craftsman. He loves to work with wood. He can build almost anything, and I needed a gift idea for him. So I thought about MG Building Materials, the perfect place to get gift cards. That's right. What better way than an MG gift card to get someone just the right thing if they like to construct stuff? Available in any denomination from $10 to $100, MG gift cards have no expiration date, nor do they incur a service fee. MG's cards can be redeemed at any of their 5 locations: San Antonio, Kerrville, Pleasanton, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. So whether you need a power tool to build something, or some wood to build something, or some fencing, gosh, that'd be a great gift. MG Building Materials, mgbuildingmaterials.com. Neighbor, welcome back to the second element of Down on the Farm here on 96.3 KGID Giddings. Let's head down to Brenham right now and talk to Doug Bass, Cattleman's Brenham. They'll be selling today. I spoke with Doug last night about 9 o'clock. Doug, what's that sale looking like?
Pretty good, Mr. Larry. We got close to 700 in right now. Depending on what the rain does, we have got some pretty good rain around here, too.
Good.
I imagine we'll have 1,000, 1,200, something like that.
What does the mix look like?
We've got some pretty good drags of calves. We got one man sent 120 good Brangus calves off of one deal, you know, most of them weighing around 6. Got another man that sent about 140 weaned heifers, you know, bigger heifers weighing probably 650 to 7. And other than that, you know, just a lot of goosenecks and just on the cow deal, about just mostly weighing cows. I don't have many palpates or pairs right now, but, you know, that's liable to change.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. Y'all can call me on my cell, which is 979-877-4454. My call's here at the office, which is 979-836-3621.
These who masquerade as bureaucrats and do-gooders are conspiring to strip you of your water rights, your property rights, and your land, all in the name of progress. Join the fight and join the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association. We work nonstop to protect ranching families. Join TSCRA and safeguard your rights and property and America's most iconic way of life. For more information, call 800-242-7820 or go to www.tscra.org. We're on the line with Josh Tilkey, Karnes City Auction Company. Josh, how'd the sale go last week?
Last Saturday, we had a good turnout. We had 361 good cattle. Market was very strong on the calves, and packers were steady as well. 2 to 3 weight steers, $165 to $2. 3 to 4s, $150 to $175. 4 to 5 weight men, $142 to $162. 5 to 6s, $128 to $145. 6 to 7s, $120 to $130. Heifers 2 to 3, $135 to $155. 3 to 4s, $125 to $165. 4 to 5 weight heifers, $120 to $150. 5 to 6s, $115 to $135. 6 to 7s, $115 to $130. The big bull yearlings, $1 bill to $116. Older heifer yearlings, $85 to $115. Bred cow, $750 to $1250. Paired cattle, $1,000 to $1,100. Number 1 yielding packer cows, 55 to 67 cents. Number 2's 36 to 50, and the bulls 90 to 97 on the big men. We had a big sheep and goat sale, 165 on hand. Kids 25 to 50 pounds, 85 to 125 by the head. 50 to 100 pounders, 135 to 275. The nannies, stocker nannies, 155 to 220. Billies 180 to to 250. The sheep and ewes 85 to 175. The lambs 70 to 150, and the rams 90 to 275. Larry.
What do you got under the barn for this week, Josh?
So far we got some cull cows as well as two groups of red Santa Gertrudis Charolais cross cattle. We're looking for a pretty busy sale coming up tomorrow because we will be closed next Saturday for July 4th.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
If you need any of our services, you can call us here at the barn, 830-780-3382, or on the cell phone, 830-623-2855.
And the motto down there?
Long live Cowboys, Larry.
I'm on the line with Levi Anderson from D&D Farm and Ranch. Levi, it's getting green. That means there's lots of things going on the farm and ranch, and you've got lots of equipment and things like that to help folks, right?
Absolutely, Larry. We've got WW Preferred. We also carry Tartar and then our wonderful D&D equipment here. This spring, we're having a promo.
And Levi, you've got two particular products and prices you want to talk to folks about?
Absolutely, Larry. We have the wonderful D&D Maverick chute. It's going to be $1,000 off through the end of June, as well as our D&D tub and sweep system. That'll be also $1,000 off through the end of June.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they're familiar with those products, what they do, and how to use them.
You can get a hold of us here at D&D, 830-379-7340, and talk to one of our friendly staff. We'll be glad to fix you up.
We're on the line with Madison Bexley, Lockhart Livestock. Maddie, how are you today?
Good morning, Larry. I'm pretty good.
Good. Tell us how the sale went.
Yeah, we had 961 head of cattle with 245 cows and 20 bulls, 133 sellers, and 94 buyers.
Let's walk the pens.
On the stocker cows, we had a really good day. We had a sellout for one rancher that lost his lease, and we ended up selling 53 pairs that went back home, and about the same number of bred. The good pairs brought from $11.50 to $18.75. The mediocre and middle age from $5.10 to $10.75. The good bred cows from $8 to $11.75. Mediocre, middle-aged, and shortbreds from $5 to $7.75. Packer cows and bulls would have been fully steady a week ago. The good high-yielding cows from 63 to 76. The medium yielding from 54 to 62. The low yielding from 38 to 53. The better end of the Packer bulls from 90 to 98. The low and medium yielding from 65 to 89. The calves and yearlings were mostly 2 to 4 better on a real active market this week. The quality of the cattle was really good as a whole, and we had several sets of good worked ranch calves, and that always helped.
Good. Now, no sales next week?
No, sir. No sale next week. We'll be back 4th. We wish everyone a safe and happy. We'll be back on the 9th. We wish everyone a safe and happy 4th of July.
You going to go to the lake in your bikini and shoot off fireworks? Is that what I hear you're going to do?
No, I'm going fishing.
You're going fishing. You're going to come down here?
I am.
And you weren't going to say hello?
I'm coming today, Larry.
Okay. All right. Wave when you go by.
Okay.
Tell everybody how to contact you one more time, Maddie.
Yeah, you can always check us out on Facebook, or you can call the barn at 512-398-3476. My cell phone at 979-540-9793. Or you can ring Bubba at 512-461-6091.
Is Rico taking y'all fishing?
No, he's busy this weekend.
He's going to take me fishing on my birthday.
Oh, you lucky dog.
He said I told the fish to hide so they'd have a fair chance. Yeah. Maddie, appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at futures moves from yesterday. Front month corn futures were down 3.5 to 7 cents on Thursday. Old crop futures were down the most, 2 to 2.2% as a drop. As we look toward beans, soybeans rallied back from midday lows, but still finished 1 to 3 cents lower. November beans closed at $8.68 and a quarter. Bean meal closed with 40 to $1.20 per ton losses. Front month soft red winter wheat futures closed with fractional to 5.5 cent gains. Hard red winter wheat futures were down by 1.5 to 3 cents at the close. As we move toward cotton, front month cotton futures ended the day at 15 to 25 points. As we look toward hogs, July, February 21, and April 21 lean futures closed with triple-digit gains. The other front months were 7 to 85 higher. August fats remained lower during the afternoon bounce, while the other front months finished in the black. June was up the most on the day, closing at 94.17 with an 87-cent gain. Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. Neighbor, continuing sales in beef areas remained at 95 to 98 live, 155 to 156 dressed. Slaughter volumes are holding near last week, and with a larger Saturday volume should exceed last week. But if we want to break this rhythm of backlog that we're in, we're going to have to harvest over 700,000 head, and there's a question mark about that probability. Thursday's cash sales were 93 to 97 in Texas, 97 in Kansas, 95 in Nebraska. Choice box down $1.43. The select box down by $1.76. The choice rib primals were valued at $346 by the hundredweight. Weekly slaughter through Thursday, 479,000 head. That's 11,000 head below last year. As we look toward carcass weights, we see the latest report showing carcass weights fell 4 pound at 873, which remains 51 pounds over last year. Carcass weights and record-setting backlog of finished cattle increases. Quality grading was higher by 0.6 at 83.5%. Remaining seasonally high. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron, talking about 15 minutes to 8 on Thursday evening, looking toward a Friday sale. Kenny, what do you say?
Well, it's good. It's good. We're tagging on about 1235 right now. That mix got a couple hundred cows. And yearlings are pretty good this week.
Good.
Yearlings are pretty good. Yes, sir.
Good. Got some condition on them.
Yeah, I've got some strings of cattle. You know, one person got 60, another one's got 50. Quality's pretty good scattered through it all. Don't have much as far as stocker cows right now, Larry. We've got about 50 Longhorn Corriente cross cows in here that are palpated on a sellout deal. They've been running back with Brangus and Charolais bulls. Going to be kind of 5 to 8 year old cows. And like I said, a sellout deal. Man just lost a lease. Out of that, he's got about 20 pair in here also. So some little old ranching cows, some low dollar cows if somebody needs a few.
Right.
They'll sure be okay. Got good clean bags on them. And like I said, it's a sure enough straight up deal, ranch deal.
Good deal. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Just catch us here at the office Monday through Wednesday from about 9 to 3 at 254-697-6697. You can follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook. Also, we will be closed next Friday. No sale for the 4th of July, and we'll be open the week after that. And wish everybody a safe and a happy 4th.
McCoys.com, McCoy's Building Supply. Still family owned, strong, growing, and relevant for our ag community. Farm and ranch panels and gates, field fencing, welded wire panels, barbed wire, and electric fencing. Shop online and find products and the store near you at McCoys.com. We're on the line with Russell Heller, Lexington Livestock Commission Company, talking about what's going to go on for the last sale before the 4th of July holiday there at Lexington on Saturday. Russell, what's that sale looking like?
Yes, sir. I know a couple of little sets of calves. One guy's going to have 15, another guy's going to have about 20.
Good. Have you caught any moisture since you and I spoke last?
It was spotty around up to a half inch in some spots, but that was about the most.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that last sale before the 4th there at Lexington.
Yes, sir. You can get me on my cell. That number is 979-820-7002.
Neighbor, many of you live in rural communities across down on the farm country. Lots of you are involved in your first responder program, whether it's your volunteer fire department or the paramedics within there, or some of you might be professionals doing those things. Barry Mahler, my friend from Iowa Park, who participates in Texas Farm Bureau Roundup with me, talks about the obstacles that first responders in rural Texas have to deal with. Barry?
If you live in rural Texas, there's a good chance that you're served by a volunteer fire department. And at last count, there were 1,511 of them around the state. And they're the line of defense against fire and other natural disasters, as well as being the first responders for medical calls in many communities. So to say that they're important but often overlooked is kind of an understatement. I attended a meeting of the fire chiefs in my home county recently to discuss the status of our departments and found out that many are struggling to keep up with the demand. As you would guess, funding is always a problem. It costs a lot more to run the department now than it did just a few years ago. You know, many have had to upgrade their equipment from just a grass fire fighting rig to trucks that'll do a better job of fighting fire in larger buildings and homes that are dotting our countryside. Another challenge that volunteer departments have out in the rural areas is the availability of water. They can't string a hose down the street to the hydrant like many municipal departments do, and they have to bring water to the site many times, and that means running a fleet of tankers to do the job. Another area where the costs have gone up is the upgrade of communications equipment. Many of the old radio systems do not work anymore since the FCC has narrowed the radio band to take care of more demand on the airways. But one of the biggest challenges today seem to be recruiting volunteers. Things have changed since volunteer departments were manned by local businessmen who, when the call came in, they took off their aprons in their stores and they went to the fire. Many of the young men and women today work away from their communities at businesses and can't answer the call, and there seems to just be less interest in volunteering in today's society. Now, the challenges are great, but the need is there as more people move to rural areas. So for now, at least, we can all get to know our volunteers. We can show up and help with fundraisers when they happen, and mostly do our best to prevent fires that would require them to respond. Reporting from North Central Texas, I'm Barry Muller for Farm Bureau Roundup.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and we're with Levi Anderson. Levi, the Stay Tough product is a great seller at D&D, and you've got some high fence specials, don't you?
Absolutely, Larry. We have 2096 deer wire that we're running on special for $349 this spring. It's going to be good through the end of June or while supplies last.
Tell everyone how to get a hold of you for this particular product at D&D.
You can reach one of our friendly staff here at the store, 830-379-7340.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, kind sir.
Neighbor, taking a look at the grains. Corpus Milo, 738. Corpus corn, 320 and a half. Corpus wheat, 514 and 3/4. Houston beans, 843 and a quarter. We moved 155 bale of West Texas cotton yesterday. Prices range from $55.89 to $58.39. Neighbor, looks to me like that's all the time we're going to give ourselves for this edition of our program. Of course, we call it Down on the Farm, and they call me Larry Marble, and they've been doing that for 60 some odd years now, here in a week or two. I hope they do it for 60 more. I'd like to live to be 120. I think old Methuselah lived longer, but we'll give him credit. He was in the Bible and everything. I'll be back, not in the Bible, but right here tomorrow for the weekly Livestock Market Roundup. Neighbor, good day to you.